Nice.
Bryson DeChambeau, 3 under 67. Bryson, nice golf today. How did the course compare to what you kind of thought going into the week?
Pretty much how I thought it would play. The greens were definitely receptive, which was nice. I think they're going to get a lot firmer. Obviously, tomorrow afternoon is going to be firm. This afternoon is going to be firm, and the wind's picking up, so it's not going to be too easy. Hopefully, the wind isn't present tomorrow. That'll be a huge advantage for us in the early wave. But you had to get after it today. If you didn't, you're going to be behind the 8 ball, and lucky enough to shoot a good score today.
A lot of talk going into the week on how anyone would approach number 6. Can you talk about what you thought you were going to do and what you did today?
Yeah, I mean, certainly there's the idea of laying up and having a nice little wedge in there, but if you miss your wedge, you're in the stuff. So I think personally just being in the stuff right off the tee and chipping it up there hopefully close on the green and giving yourself a 20-footer for birdie, worst case scenario, is the best thing you can do every day. So I've been going for it, and hopefully it pays off.
We're going to open up to questions. Right here.
Hey, Bryson, congratulations.
Thanks.
Would you consider this course a cerebral course? And if so, how does that obviously play to your strengths?
A cerebral course. I think every golf course has its own unique strategy that you got to apply to it. Winged Foot had its own strategy, and I was able to exploit it a little bit. This golf course, you got to be a great putter. You got to have great iron play into the greens. You got to be disciplined. It teases you and wanting to go for certain shots in certain places. And then you got to be a great driver of the ball. Everybody thinks that the fairways are wide and everything. No. They're if you pull it or push it, it's rolling out of the fairway. That's just how firm and fast they are and how much slope there is. So you can say they're wide fairways, but realistically, they're like 25-yard wide fairways at best in some areas. So cerebral, sure. You got to apply a unique strategy to it. For me, Jibo and I have come up with a great game plan that's allowed me to limit my mistakes, give myself the best opportunity for birdie on all the drivable holes. Even 12, is a great example. I'm pumping it up there every day. Hopefully the wind's downwind one day so I can get up there by the green, but it's better to be up there in the rough hitting it on the green than 150, 60 yards back in a tighter area of the fairway in the rough or even in the fairway. It's not as easy. So, for me, it's just fairways and greens, and cerebral, sure.
We're going to go to Luke on your right.
Hey, Bryson. You keep bringing up 2018, saying you're working through some stuff in your swing. I'm just curious, how close do you think you are to that level of ball striking?
I feel like I'm very close to getting it because I had it at the PGA for the first 2 days, and then it kind of faltered a little bit. But I was still able to play really good, solid golf, score well. And then I didn't have it at DC, over in Trump, DC there. And I just struggled to get back to what I was doing at the PGA for some odd reason. I have no idea what it is. So we're trying to figure out what that is, whether it's forces, and I know it's stability in the hands. I just don't get that stability. On 9, I pulled it, and I'm like, whoa, that didn't feel like I did that. So working through why, when I apply a certain amount of force, a lot of force, it just kind of sometimes feels different through impact, and trying to hone that in. Because if I have what I had at the PGA, I'll be contending for sure.
2 more. We're going to start with Bob right here on the left.
Bryson, as far as you know at this point, is it business as usual with Liv? And to that point, are you still working on building your team and doing all the things that you would have been doing before?
Yeah. Yes to both, and we're looking to hire someone here shortly for the GM position, and very excited about that.
Did you hit more balls on the range yesterday than you normally would the day before?
Yes.
Was that part of what you're just talking about?
I've been hitting more golf balls than I would like to ever. It's just, again, I'm trying to figure out what I did in 2018 that made it so repeatable. And I'm very close to figuring it out. Just going to take a little bit more time, a little more grinding, a little more thought. Got to come up with something unique that allows me to be super stable through impact like I was.
Bryson, you mentioned the PGA, but you also had a top 10 at St. Andrews last year. Do you feel like you're a little bit overlooked coming into these majors right now, given you have had some positive form in them recently?
Yeah, playing well at the right time for sure helps. I feel like I put a little bit, I don't try to put more emphasis on it. I feel like I prepare a little differently for the major championships, and I feel like my length has a big advantage in these events. Even at the Open last year, I feel like just being able to have a 230-yard 6-iron is super helpful in any golf course. So you put it put everybody on a really difficult golf course or a testing golf course, I feel like someone that can hit it far has an advantage if they're able to somewhat keep it in play. So you could say overlooked. I'm not going to say that, but I'm just trying to win a major championship, and that is what it is.
Bryson, thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you.